My journey today started at 6:39 a.m. from Lowestoft in Suffolk.
Welcome to the Skipton train.
My destination is the stunning village of Malham, which is situated in the Yorkshire Dales National Park, northern England. It is about 11 miles north of the market town of Skipton, or 27 miles north of Leeds. It is famous mainly because of Malham Cove, which is about 1 mile north of the village. Malham is a lovely place to visit, especially if you're interested in walking around the Yorkshire Dales to experience some of England's most outstanding landscapes and natural beauty. Once in Skipton, I had my lunch near the canal before getting a Dales bus to Malham. My journey today in total is about 240 miles, and I've arrived in Skipton just after midday with only another 11 miles to travel by bus. I'm camping at the northern tip of the village at Riverside, Townhead Farm campsite. As well as being a delightful little campsite, it is also a working farm. This campsite is only 5 or 10 minutes walk from the village centre and is less than a mile from the world-famous cove, which is easily visible from the campsite. The people who run this campsite are friendly and helpful, really lovely people. This campsite has an area to dry towels, etc., and a washing up area, plus toilets and a shower block. All very clean. Tokens for the showers are available on request, £1 for 7 minutes. For one person, no car, and one tent, it only cost me £9 per night. Please call well in advance to make a booking. It's perfectly positioned for the sites in and around Malham, including the cove, and I'm happy to give this campsite a 5-star rating. This part of the Yorkshire Dales is crammed full of amazing and beautiful natural features, just waiting for you to discover them. Whether you want to see waterfalls, go caving, see an awesome gorge that's cut into the landscape, or the world-famous cove, or perhaps if you're really fit, do the 3 Peaks Challenge. It's also on the long-distance footpath called the Pennine Way. Or to simply have a relaxing, gentle time, whatever you fancy, Malham and the Yorkshire Dales is a great place to visit or have as your base. I'm now standing just outside the campsite on Cove Road, looking down towards the campsite. And there, in the distance, is the unmistakable Malham Cove. This gate takes you to Malham Cove and is also part of the Pennine Way long-distance path. I'll be doing part of the Malham Circular Walk later during this holiday. There'll be a separate number of videos that will cover the cove and other sites. Now leaving the campsite and heading south towards the village. This video guide of the village takes us from the northern tip of the village right to the southernmost point, taking in all the best and most useful places of interest along the way. Beck Hall, built in 1710, This elegant bed and breakfast is also England's first 100% plant-based hotel, restaurant and bar set in a picturesque setting. It's also dog-friendly. Tomorrow I'll be walking, and it's this footpath opposite Beck Hall, where I'll re-enter the village at the end of my walk. Just past Beck Hall on the left, heading south towards the village along Cove Road, is a lovely woodland walk. It's only a short walk, but much more pleasant than walking along the road, which does get quite busy with farm, business and tourist traffic. Let's have a look. Malham Beck or stream, which runs through the village, originates from a cave under Malham Cove. The beck is about 1.2 miles long, and once through the village, it joins Gordle Beck and a little further downstream enters the River Aire. The origins of the village can be traced back to the Anglian settlement of the Dales during the 7th and 8th centuries. The name of Malham originates from the Domesday Book, where it is called Melgum, which means settlement by the gravelly places. It is believed that Anglo-Saxons founded the village and the descendants created the terraced fields that can still be seen at the northern end of the village. The villagers grew barley and oats in these fields, and the remains of a corn mill can be found in the valley below the cove footpath. When you arrive at the end of this short walk, the path leads you back onto the road. As you continue southwards towards the village, you'll see on the left an ancient clapper bridge. The earliest known bridges are called clapper bridges, from the Latin claperius, or the pile of stones. The village as you see it today was established in the 17th century, and the built-up area has remained relatively unchanged. In the 18th century, the area's geology, including Malham Cove and Goredale Scar, attracted aristocratic tourists, and by the 20th century, tourism had become a major economic force for the area, with the arrival of trains and cars. Unfortunately, the rise of the village's popularity has led to rising house prices, and as a result, local people find it hard to sell or remain in the area. We've now crossed over the picturesque old Packhorse Bridge, which Malham Beck flows under, and we're now on Finkel Street. Here we find the delightful and charming Lister Arms Hotel. The Lister Arms Hotel dates from 1723. It is a Grade II listed building. Around 1760 the inn was called Dixon's. The Lister name is that of Thomas Lister, Lord Ribblesdale of Gisburn Park, who owned much property in the area in the 19th century. Positioned in the heart of the village, it is everything a traditional country hotel, restaurant, and public bar should be. Charming, warm and welcoming, the Lister Arms Hotel offers exquisite home-cooked food and award-winning ales. The perfect place to rest tired and weary legs after a good walk. I found the Lister Arms Hotel a lovely place to while away an hour or so. The food and drink is excellent, and the management and staff are kind and helpful. A definite 5-star rating. With outdoor seating, and a separate area for smokers, this hotel has everything, and if you've only got a short time in Malham Village, I highly recommend spending some time here. A little further up Finkel Street is the Youth Hostel Association building, but we're heading away from Finkel Street, back over the bridge. On the left is Cove Road, and the single-storey building is the village hall. The only bus stop in the village is where I'm standing opposite the Buck Inn. DALES buses run services to and from the village, but these don't run every day, and I'd recommend checking before you wish to travel. Timetables are available both at the DALES Information Centre in the village and online. Even though the pace of life in the village seems slow and tranquil, it does get very busy during the summer season, with many people starting or continuing walks in and through the village. The Buck Inn public house, built around 1874, is another fine Grade II listed building located on Chapel Gate, or otherwise known as Cove Road. River House Bed and Breakfast has welcomed people since the 1950s. Set back behind the Buck Inn is H's of Malham, a convenience store that also sells gifts and souvenirs and outdoor bits and bobs. On the opposite side of the road from the Buck Inn is the Malham Smithy. It is a traditional blacksmith shop run by Annabelle Bradley. She also runs blacksmith experience days and also design and hand forges sculptural and functional ironwork. She's had a number of celebs visit over the years, including Julia Bradbury, Kate Humble, Alex Jones, and Adrian Edmondson, to name just a few. Beside the smithy, you'll find another clapper bridge. Crossing this bridge leads you onto the footpath, which is the Malham Circular Walk. More about that shortly. Myersfield Farm is a family-run bed and breakfast. It has fine views over the Yorkshire Dales and impressive gardens, with the Pennine Way and the Malham Circular Walks both nearby. Whilst visiting Malham and the Yorkshire Dales, the one big thing you'll be unable to avoid noticing is the amazing and stunning views of the rolling hills and dales, which are all around you. The Malham Circular Footpath, which you can join from the Clapper Bridge beside the smithy, is an easy path that leads you to Janet's Force, Waterfall and Goredale Scar, and further on to Malham Tarn and the Cove. The full circular walk is about 7 miles in length and would take approximately 4 hours to complete, with the path leading you back into the north of the village. Although you don't have to do the full circular, and it's easily adjustable so you see just 1 or 2 of these outstanding natural features. A free map is available at the Yorkshire Dales Visitor Information Centre, which is the final location on this video, at the southernmost point of the village. The staff will be more than happy to give you any advice and assistance you may require when planning your walks from the village. Just a little further south are the Malham Beck Stepping Stones. These offer a different, if not slightly precarious approach to the footpath, as we'll now see. Although if you take care, they're easy enough, but can be a bit slippy. The Beck is no more than a few inches deep at this current time, and the dogs seem to love the experience, especially on a hot and sticky day like today. Between the Buck Inn and the Methodist Chapel, opposite the stepping stones, is the Old Barn Tea Room. This lovely little cafe offers homemade cakes, light meals, including full English breakfasts, snacks, hot and cold drinks, extensive gluten-free and vegan menu, sausages and bacon from local butchers, plus real Yorkshire dairy ice cream. There is seating both inside and out, as well as toilets. There is also a lovely selection of retail gifts and souvenirs, including prints of watercolour paintings of the local area, biscuits, jams and chutneys, scarves, postcards, fridge magnets, sweets, calendars. And they sell packed lunches for your walks. What more could you ask for? Again, a 5-star rating. And just south of the Old Barn Tea Room is the Methodist Chapel, just before the corner of the road. And finally, at the southernmost point of the village, just around the corner from the village centre, is the Yorkshire Dales Visitor Information Centre, with all the tourist-based information, as well as maps, guidebooks, gifts, and clothing. Again, this is an essential place to visit, and I found the staff extremely helpful and friendly, 5 stars. This road heads away from the village in a southerly direction, heading to Kirkby Malham, Gargrave, and Skipton, which is about 11 miles away. I'd like to thank you for watching this video, and I hope you found it useful. I'll be posting another 6 short videos of my Yorkshire Dales holiday over the next few weeks. Please subscribe and hit like and the notification bell so you'll know when the videos are available. Thank you very much. Until next time, take care.